A survey of US adults found that 62% of women believe that there is a link between playing violent video games and teens exhibiting violent behavior. You randomly select 4 US women and ask them if they believe that there is a link between playing violent video games and teens exhibiting violent behavior. Find the probability that exactly 2 of these people respond yes. So first of all, it's a binomial experiment. The probability of success is 62%. You have fixed number of trials, which are 4 people. We want to know what is the probability that exactly 2 of them respond yes. When we say exactly, it means that we are working with binomial PDF. Okay, let's take a look at our calculator and show you how to find these values. Let us share the Calculate84, the app that you can install on your computer or install on your phone and use it easily. Okay, perfect. So I'm opening up my calculator, Calculate84, and then this is what we have. So first of all, click on second, and then click on VARs and go down and find binomial PDF. You need to enter these one by one, N, comma, P, comma, X. N is the number of people in the trial. We have 4 people in the trial. Use comma. The probability of success was 62%, 0.62, comma, and X is 2, because exactly 2 people, we are interested in knowing what is the probability that exactly 2 of these people respond yes. Now hit enter, and as you can see, the answer is about 33%. So let us go back to our screen. The probability of having 2 is about 33% or 33.3%. So whenever you see exactly, you're using binomial PDF. So let me show you again how to do the computation using your calculator for those of you who are interested in using the calculator. So again, you need to click on second and then click on VARs. Then you need to go down and find binomial PDF because it is exactly. And then enter everything in order, N, comma, P, comma, X. So N, the total number of people who participate in the survey is 4. Comma is down here. The probability of success, as we saw, and it's given in the question, is 62%, 0.62. Then use comma again. We want to know what is the probability that we have exactly 2 people respond yes. So select 2 and then hit enter. As you can see, you have about 33% chance that exactly 2 people say yes. Very good. So let us make it more interesting. Now the question says, what is the probability that at least 2 of them respond yes? When you say at least 2, it means that 2 or 3 or 4. So that's the meaning of at least. When you're having at least, it means that we are working with binomial CDF. The probability that x is more than equals to k, it is related to binomial CDF. So first of all, let us take a look at our basic calculation. The probability that x is more than equals to 2 is the probability that x is 2, or the probability x is 3, or the probability x is 4. We can do the computation for each one of these separately using binomial PDF and then add them together, or you can basically use binomial CDF. But in order to use binomial CDF, in this case, we have to be careful. Why is that? Because when you have binomial CDF, for at least, first you have to type in 1 and then subtraction. So these two pieces are very important when you are using binomial CDF for at least. So let me use the calculator and show you how to do the computation. You're going to say the exact same calculations and the exact same number here. Okay, perfect. So first of all, type in 1 because it is at least 1 and then subtraction. Subtraction is this symbol here. This guy is negative sign. This is different from subtraction. So 1 minus. Now go to second and then go to vars. And then find binomial CDF. Binomial CDF. Okay, now that you click.
You want to travel like a local, but your French is très rusty.
Okay.
Down.
I think you have a. Let's just wait for this guy to end. There's an unpaid version, so seems like we need to watch this as well. Okay, so let us go back here. You need to enter these N, P, and X. And the total number of people who participated in this survey was 4, so hit 4. Use comma, and then the probability of success was 62%, so 0.62, then comma, and then take a look. The last number is k minus 1. K minus 1 is 2 minus 1 or 1. Okay, now hit enter. So you see the calculation. Very good. The probability that at least 2 of them believe that there is a link is 84.3%. So let us go back to our screen and show you that we got the exact same value, 84.3%. So this is binomial CDF for at least. Again, be careful. First we enter 1, then subtraction, then binomial CDF. Let us go back to our calculator and show you again what we did. So first type in 1, then subtraction, because this is binomial CDF for at least, and then click on second, click on vars, and then enter binomial CDF here. And now you need to enter everything based on order N, P, and X. But the X value is not going to be 2. The X value here is going to be 2 minus 1 because of the keyword at least. N is 4. So hit 4, then hit comma. You need to separate these using a comma. Then the probability of success, which is 0.62, comma, And then x minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. So just click on 1 and then enter. You get the exact same probability, which is 84.3%. So let us go back to our slide. And this is the probability that at least 2 of them respond yes. This is this instruction. So when the question says, hey, type your answer as decimal point AB, this is 0.84, right? It doesn't have any 0 on the left-hand side. So when you enter this in your canvas, please make sure to follow the exact format. Okay, number 3. What is the probability that fewer than 2 of them respond yes? Fewer than, less than. So when you have the probability that x is less than or fewer than, you need to use the binomial CDF, n, p, and k minus 1. You have to do a little bit of subtraction. So this is the instruction down here. You can use the basic calculation. The probability that x is less than 2 is the probability that x is equal to 0. It means that none of them said yes, plus the probability that just one of them say yes. If you add these two probabilities together, you should be getting 15.7%. Let us take a look at our calculator. And again, please note that we are following this instruction, the binomial CDF of n, p, and k minus 1. Okay, let's take a look at our calculator here. Okay, so as usual, we need to go to second and go to vars. And then we need to find binomial CDF. In the binomial CDF, the order is important, n, p, and the value for your success. So n is 4 because we have 4 people participated in this meeting, in this survey, and you have a comma. And p, the probability of success, is 0.62. And then use a comma. And then remember that it is fewer than 2. So 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. So enter 1 and then hit enter. Very well. As you can see, you have 0.1569. If you round this, you get 0.157. So 69 going to be round to 7. So 15.7%. Fewer than 2 is, the probability is going to be 15.7%. Let's go back to our screen and show you the probability that fewer than 2 say yes is 15.7%. And again, when you're typing these answers into your canvas, when it says, hey, point AB, it means that it's already asking you to round this number, and 15.157 is going to be, or 15.7% is going to be 16% or 0.16. So that's how we do the computation when it comes to binomial probability distribution. It's either exactly, so you're going to use the first one. It might be saying that, hey, at most k, this is the binomial CDF itself, fewer than binomial CDF and pk minus 1, more than 1 minus binomial CDF. And when it says at least, we have 1 or 100%, the total area, minus the binomial CDF of n, p, and k minus 1.